Hi everyone, Rocker here. Today I want to talk a little bit about the urban legends about, who founded Gore and where Gore came from. If you read a lot of people's profiles in today on FetLife and on BikerKist, there's these wild allegations and claims to the fact that they were the founders of Gore. That they created Gore, that they were the ones that developed the philosophy or the ethos or the lifestyle, which is complete bunk. Is what it is all of those things are found in the books. They didn't have to be, there's no secret code or any secret ring that you need to have in order to discover what was written by John Norman in the Gore Saga series. But the fact that you could discover that on your own just by reading the books. One of the things that we also need to remember is that the first book started coming out in 1966. Over the span until 1988, we had the first 25 books came out, ending with Magicians of Gore in 1988. Now, this was a few years before the internet really started catching on. So, millions of books have been sold at that point. They were easily available in the society back at that time in bookstores and popular places like that. So, there was lots of opportunities to be able to get a hold of the books. Now, you have the first 25 books that are written up till 1988. And then there was a 13-year hiatus until 2001, which is when Witness of Gore came out. So basically, you had lots of opportunities for people to be able to read the books, start visualizing and emulating things from the books, and started basically developing their own lifestyle as far as what they took from the books and started incorporating in their lives. Whether that be the master slave dynamics, whether that be the aspect of wanting to be part of a case and their honor codes or whatever, is those things were happening long before the internet took place. Now, you have a subset group that has been very vocal and has actually tried to claim over the years that they are the creators of online gore. It's complete BS. There have been many of us that started reading the books in the 70s, some even in the 60s, and started taking those things and identifying ourselves as Goreans based on the fact that what we found in the books, what we believed, and what we started incorporating and practicing in our own daily lives. Now, one of the things that is curious is the fact that with this subset group, uh, Silk and Steel, is one of the things that they will do, and you'll see it quite regularly, is the fact they said, "Oh yes, we've hashed out the philosophy. We spent years hashing this out, and we hashed out the ethos. So all you guys have to do now is just follow our lead. You have to do what we've already discovered and what we say, and we've already we've already developed the whole thing for you. You just need to do what we say." There's two things wrong with that. First of all, is that being a Gorean and walking on this journey is an individual thing. You cannot live your life through somebody else's experiences. You cannot live your life by what other people have gone through or what they have decided for themselves, what they want to do. You can't live your life emulating or copying what they do. You're your own individual. So that's the first point. Second point is the fact that you have people that will talk about the fact that, oh, yes, we've been going around for 30 years and we've already hashed all these things out and this is what it is. All you have to do is just do what we tell you. You know, we've made all the decisions for you. You just need to follow what we say. That is 100% a slave's morality. Within the philosophy, we have a master's morality and we have a slave's morality. That is 100% a slave's morality. What do I mean by that? Is the fact that you have people that are dictating and telling you how you should be, how you should live your life, how you should act, how you should think, and who you are based on their decisions concerning themselves. If you really think about that, it's complete, utter nonsense. It is 100% slaves' morality. Being Gorean is reading the books, coming up with your own answers, also talking with other people and learning from their life experiences, getting their impressions of that, but you make your own decisions of what gore means to you. You cannot make a decision based on somebody else's experience or their life. That is just complete rubbish and just absolutely silly. So, basically, the purpose of the videos is two things. First of all, to be able to let people know that Silk and Steel are not the founders of Gore. Bear of Air was not the creator of Gore or any of those things. There are many of us that became Goreans at a young age by reading the books that did not go online, that did not get involved with these role playing areas or whatever, that we were able to read the books and come up with our own decisions about what it was that we wanted to take from the books, whether it be the master slave dynamics, whether it be the philosophical aspects, or a combination of the two. And we could come up with our own decisions. We didn't need to go into a room and battle it out with a whole bunch of other people that we don't know. And basically, the loudest voice ends up winning as far as what everybody should do. With a lot of these Silk and Steel uh, mentality people, that's basically what ended up happening. Is that you would have three or four that would basically dominate the boards and run everybody else down and cut everybody else up. And basically, because they were the loudest and the most vocal and the most active, there was a consensus like, okay, we will follow what these people say. That is 100% not Gorean. 100% not Gorean. Is, if you are reading the books, evaluating your own life, reevaluating, assessing, researching, and coming up with your own answers, and if they are from the books, then you can call yourself Gorean. You don't have to have that based on anyone else. One of the other things that I always chuckle at, and I remember years ago, a guy by the name of Malkinius. He came into the Goring gathering place and also into the round table at that point. Basically said, Rocker, if you want to be accepted by us, I will make a deal with you. What you need to do is you need to stop doing BDSM for a year, and if you do that, then we will consider possibly that you might be one of us. Again, slaves mentality. Number one, why would I do what he tells me to do in order to be accepted by a group of that subset? Secondly, is it is just absolutely ridiculous. Is that why would I have a slave's morality in order to please him and to be accepted by a group of people that are just online players? The majority of them are anonymous. They might have done the role playing thing and everything else, and I do believe that some of them have actually read the books. But when they think that they are the authority and that they are the voice of what gore is, um, no, the books itself is the voice. The people that actually love the books, read the books, and develop a lifestyle. And yeah, that's actually a thing. But develop the lifestyle and incorporate those things in their own lives and identify as a free or a slave. They're the ones that are called Goreans. And it's not basically that you need our stamp of approval or you need to hang out in this group or whatever. Is like, no, they're online Goreans. There are many Goreans that are not online. There are many Goreans that are not on FetLife. That is I, in fact, half of the people that I know, there's no way in hell they would go in FetLife. It goes against everything that they believe in, whether it be from a religious standpoint or just the fact that they have no use for the drama and the nonsense that does happen on places like FetLife and bondage.com and Collar Me, which is, change the name to Collar Space or whatever. But so, anyhow, just want to let you know is that if you are new and you are basically starting to read the books, listen to what other people have to say, but with a grain of salt. You need to come up with your own decisions. And the decisions need to be based on what is found in the books, not on what other people tell you to do, not on what other people are doing with their lives, but you need to make your own decision based on your own research and your own experience and journey. Thank you very much, and take care, guys.